our first variety of problem solving today. Our first variety of problem solving today is based on square root of a surd and also on rationalizing the denominators, where rationalizing the denominator, where we solved some tricky questions very fast. Second variety what we solved is, second variety of questions what we solved is which is greater, which is smaller, or arranging ascending order, arranging descending order, that kind of problem. Very important variety. Third model of today's morning class. Please put a star mark, sir. Listen to this very carefully. Third model of today's morning class. I want entire all my students to listen to this particular model without leaving the class in between, very carefully, sir. I want you to understand this kind of problem solving to the greatest extent. Listen carefully. Third model of today's morning class. Listen carefully, sir. I am starting with first question. Easy question I will start with. Minus 1 to the power of, minus 1 to the power of, minus 1 to the power of. Like that it will keep continuing. I want to find this value. Options are 1. Second option is minus 1. Third option is 2. Fourth option is minus 2. Now listen carefully, sir. Everyone please listen very carefully. Can I say that this is minus 1 to the power of, it will keep continuing till the infinite terms. That is what it is given. That means this entire thing whatever is there after the first base, after the first base whatever is there, that is still my question itself, right? That is still my question itself. Think logically, what is the meaning of all these answer options? All these answer options are nothing but equal to questions. Not all these answer options. Out of 4 answer options, any one of the answer option is nothing but equal to what is given in the question. That is the meaning of answer option, right? Answer option means either 1 should be equal to this entire question, or minus 1 should be equal to this entire question, or 2 should be equal, or minus 2 should be equal to that entire question, right? I believe the idea is clear. Now that means can I say that I will pick up the first option? For example, I will pick up the first option. I will substitute in place of this entire power. I will substitute it as 1. And remember that 1 whatever I substituted is nothing but the answer also for the entire value, right? For the entire value, that 1 itself should be the answer if I pick this first option as 1. Think logically. Minus 1 power 1 is minus 1. But actually I got it as 1. They both are not equal. First option cannot be the right answer. Similarly, if I go with my second option, I take the base as minus 1. This entire question, I substituted it as minus 1 from the second option. I am assuming that the answer is minus 1. Minus 1 power minus 1, I got it as minus 1. But is it equal to minus 1? Yes, it is equal to minus 1 what I have assumed from the option. Because they both are satisfying, my second option is correct. Simple and straight. Answer is option B. Suppose for example you choose third option. Let me explain that also for you people. I will write this base minus 1 as it is, sir. Right now, this entire power from the first power onwards, whatever is given in the question, that is still my question itself, because it is written infinite number of times. Out of infinite number of times, only 1 minus 1 which is in the base I left it. It makes no difference. That is still my question itself. That means that entire question I am assuming it as my answer 2, right? I substituted 2. Minus 1 whole square is nothing but 1. But what I assumed is 2. Is 1 and 2 equal? No, they are not equal. That cannot be the right answer. Simple. Kindly comment if this easy question is easy for you. If it is clear for you, then we will move on to the next variety of questions. Kindly comment, sir. This model 3 is very important and very beautiful. First, keep listening to this very carefully, sir. Model 3 is very important. Anyway, I am moving on to the second question of this beautiful model. Second question. Listen carefully, sir. Square root of 30 plus square root of 30 plus square root of 30 plus infinite times it is written, right? It is written like that, infinite times. Your answer options are 5, second option is 6, third option is 3, third option is 3, fourth option is 4. Method 1, listen carefully, I will solve in multiple methods. Method 1, square root of 30 plus this entire thing which is going to infinite number of times. What I can do is, that is nothing but my question itself. Suppose if I call my question as x, for example, I will call my question as x. Out of infinite times root 30 is written, only one time I am keeping it outside, and all the other times it will still remain the same. That means this term which I have marked in blue color as of now, that is nothing but my x itself. Once again, in an ocean, if I take one drop of water, the ocean will still remain the same. There is no difference, right? There will not be any difference. So this entire thing I will put it back as x itself. This is nothing but x on the right hand side, but I don't like to work with square root. If I square it on both sides, this becomes 30 plus x is equal to x square. X square minus x minus 30 is equal to 0. If I factorize it, it becomes x minus 6 into x plus 5 is equal to 0. This gives me finally x is equal to 6 or x is equal to minus 5. But x is nothing but my question. Think logically, all the values inside are nothing but plus. When I keep adding positive numbers, will I get a negative answer? Definitely no. Answer for this question should be x is equal to 6, which is my method 1, which is not the method A and C uses, because it involves too many equations and solving all these variable methodologies, which we will eliminate it. That is my method 1. I believe the method 1 is clear, sir. Now look our method 2. Please switch on to method 2, because this will probably help you to solve the answers faster without any equations or variable method. Root 30 plus root 30 plus root 30, infinite number of times it is added. First option is 5, second option is 6, third option is 3, fourth option is 4. Method 2 is what we are implementing right now. Now same logic I will implement. Can I say that this is root 30, right? This is root 30 plus something. This entire thing, whatever is there, this is nothing but same explanation out of the entire ocean. One drop I am taking outside like this, remaining all will still be ocean itself. That is nothing but, these are all nothing but my question itself. Pick my first option. Instead of all these values, substitute the first option as 5. If I write it as 5, this entire thing I am assuming it as first option 5. Root 35 is what I got, but root 35 is what I got here, but I assumed it as 5. Is root 35 equal to 5? Definitely not equal. Therefore that definitely cannot be the first answer option. That means first option is ruled out. Second option 6, if I pick it up, this entire value from here to here I am assuming it as 6, right? I am assuming it as 6. Square root of 30 plus this entire value is also nothing but question. I will substitute 6. I am getting root 36. Root 36, is it equal to 6? Yes, it is equal to 6. That is my right answer. Very, very easy, sir. I never used any equation. I am playing with numbers, and that is what I want to learn. I always want to play with numbers rather than playing with variables, because numbers will simplify my problem to the greater extent, and that is what I solved in so many questions also. I believe the idea is clear, sir. Method 2, solve by using answer options very, very easily. That is my method 2. I will also teach you another method. Listen carefully, sir. Let me also teach you another method. Question is root 30 plus etc. till infinite terms. Now think logically. I have root 30 in my question, right? I have 30 as the number. This 30, express it as two numbers, wherein those two numbers are consecutive numbers, and It should be product of two consecutive numbers, and consecutive numbers will always be co-prime. Try to express those two numbers as co-primes. That is point number 1. Try to express those two numbers as co-prime. If they are co-prime, preferably they should be consecutive numbers, right? That means which two numbers when multiplied will give you consecutive numbers when multiplied will give you 30. 5 into 6 is 30. Whenever question is giving only plus terms inside the square root, my answer is nothing but the largest value out of the two consecutive numbers. So answer for this question is 6. Directly straightforward you can get the answer. Either use method 1 which will kill our time, use method 2 which will save our time, use method 3 which will save our time even more. Use whichever method you are interested with. Ultimately intention is to get the answer fast. You decide which is faster method for you. This is a question where only plus is involved inside the question. I believe idea is clear. Another question of similar variety. See this question, sir. Third question. Square root of same model. Root 20 plus root 20 plus root 20 plus etc. till infinity. Options are 5, 4, 3, 8. Now same logic I will implement. If I use method 2, this entire thing is nothing but still my question itself. So it is root 20 plus, if I assume my first option 5, it is root 20 plus 5, it is root 25. I got it as root 25, but my assumption is 5. Is root 25 equal to 5? Yes, it is equal to 5. Therefore, that is the right answer, over answer. Or I can use my method 3 which I implemented in my previous question. Root 20 plus root 20 etc. till infinity. Express it as product of prime number, product of consecutive numbers. And those consecutive numbers anyway will be co-prime, which is nothing but 4 and 5. Whenever it is only plus sign inside, my answer will always be the largest number. That is nothing but 5 is what I got in both the methods. This is my beautiful method, method 1. This is my another beautiful method, method 2. You decide which is the method you are comfortable with. Don't take it as X and create equations, sir. Those are all methods which we need to eliminate. Let us be little matured enough to solve the mathematics questions without using actual variables. Tell me the answer first. Root 72 plus root 72 plus root 72 till infinite terms. Till infinite terms. Options are 8, 9, 12, 18. Very easily you can solve it. If I take 9, root 72 plus 9 is root 81. Root 81 is 9 only. Answer over. Answer is 9. Or 72 express it as product of two consecutive numbers which are co-primes. If you cannot get a consecutive number by chance, try to express it as co-primes at least. Bigger will be the answer. 9 is the answer. Answer is very straightforward. My students are answering very fast. Do not worry about other cases, Gagan. What both signs in questions, all those things. Hold on for some time is my answer for everyone. Hold on for some time. I am not leaving the class. I will take every possible model, sir. My sincere request, wait. Have patience is my only answer every time for my students. Tell me the answer for this fifth question. Fifth question is root 5 plus root 5 plus root 5 plus root 5 plus etc. till infinity. This value I need to find. First option 3, second option 4, third option 5, fourth option none of these, right? Fourth option none of these. Now listen carefully, sir. Beautiful question. If I take first option, square root of 5 plus, if I assume it as 3, square root of 5 plus 3 is root 8. That is not equal to my assumption 3, ruled out. Square root of 5 plus 4 is root 9. That is nothing but equal to 3, but my assumption is 4, not equal, ruled out. Third option, square root of 5 plus 5 is root 10, but my assumption is 5, root 10 is not equal to 5, ruled out. Answer should be none of these. That means for this question, you might get some other value which will satisfy, and that value probably will be in terms of not a whole number but in terms of a rational number, sorry, in terms of a surd, right? It will be in terms of a surd. That surd is not given here, so that is ruled out. Idea clear? That surd is not given, it is ruled out. Now again observe this question, sir. Can I say that this is 5? 5 is a prime number. 5 is a prime number. Next, tell me this answer. Now if you observe in this similar fashion, all the first four, second, third and fourth and fifth question, everywhere it is plus in between, right? Everywhere it is plus in between. Sir, what if everywhere it is minus in between? I will only have minus. What if I have minus? 30 minus root 30 minus root 30 minus root 30 minus, like that it continues till infinite terms. Answer options are, suppose your answer options are 5, 6, 7 and 8. 5, 6, 7 and 8. Method 1. Again method 1, method 2, method 3. Method 1 is entire thing I will call it as x. So it is root 30 minus x is x. So this becomes x square plus x minus 30 is equal to 0. So this is x minus 5 into x plus 6 is equal to 0. X cannot be minus 6. So x is 5. So answer for this question is 5, because why x cannot be negative value? Square root function will always return a positive value. Please remember this logic, very very important, sir. Square root function, very very important note. Very very important note is square root function will always return a positive value, right? Square root function will always return a positive value. Now that is method 1. Method 2 is by answer options. So this is nothing but square root of 30 minus. If I pick my first option, suppose I will pick 5. Square root of 30 minus 5 is square root of 25. But my assumption is 5. From the first option, is root 25 is equal to 5? Yes, it is equal. That should be the answer. That is my method 2. Same like that question where everything is plus. I am teaching you one problem with all the 3 methods. That's it. I have a number 30 with all the negative signs. 30 can be written as 5 into 6. Whenever every term is negative inside, my answer will be the smallest number, right? My answer will be the smallest number. Answer for this question is 5. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Answer for this question is 5. Answer for this question is 5. AAR. I will come back to that question, sir. Kindly wait for some time. Answer for this question is 5. Now think logically, sir. This is what I want you people to think. Suppose for example, I took this question. Already I solved this question. Root 30 plus root 30 plus root 30 etc. till infinite terms. What is the answer for this question? Root 30 I will try to express it as product of two consecutive numbers. That means n is there, n plus 1 is there. N into n plus 1 will give me the answer. In that n plus 1 will be the answer. That means if everything is positive inside, answer is n plus 1, right? If everything is positive inside, answer will be n plus 1. Similarly, just now 1 minute before I solved this another question where the same number 30 was taken, but inside everything is negative, right? But inside everything is negative. Same logic I will implement again. This is, I will write it as n and n plus 1. So this is 5 into 6 again. If everything is negative inside, my answer is nothing but the smallest number, which is n. If everything is positive, answer is n plus 1. If everything is negative, answer is n. Suppose for example, I will combine these two questions, right? I will combine these two questions. Yes, you know how to solve those two questions individually. Suppose, for example, directly in your examination, you want to solve questions like this, sir. Suppose if your question is, if P is nothing but root 30 plus etc. till infinity, and Q is nothing but root 30 minus etc. till infinity, right, etc. till infinity, find the value of P minus Q. Suppose this question is given in the examination, right? Suppose this question is given and my students know how to solve it fast. This is nothing but n plus 1, this is nothing but n, the difference of n plus 1 and n is 1. Over answer. If you take, I did not take it as 6 and 5, even if you take this answer is 6, this answer is 5, the difference of 6 and 5 is 1, you don't need to solve it like this. You can directly tell n plus 1 and n difference is 1. That means if this kind of, in fact this is an original examination question, maybe the change in numerical values, I don't remember the exact number which was given in the question, but this kind of question was given in the examination. N plus 1 and n difference is 1 directly. I hope the idea is clear. Please comment in the live chat. Till here if it is clear, where only plus sign is given in the question, similarly where only minus sign is given in the question, that variety of questions is what we have solved till now. Please comment in the live chat if it is clear. Rami Reddy, I did not understand your doubt. When it 1 means, what is the meaning, sir? Now, this is a beautiful question. Using this beautiful question, we will solve another beautiful question. That is the beauty of learning concept. See here. If m is equal to, listen carefully, sir. If m is equal to 5 plus root 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 5 plus etc. n is equal to root 5 minus root 5 minus root 5 minus till etc. It keeps continuing like this. Then which of the following is true? Very, very good question is what we are solving. Which of the following? Then which of the following is true? Listen carefully, sir. Then which of the following is true? Answer options are m plus n minus 1 is equal to 0. This is your first option. Second option is m minus n minus 1 is equal to 0. Third option is m minus n plus 1 is equal to 0. And the fourth option is m plus n plus 1 is equal to 0. These are the four options which are there. These are the four options which are there. I am trying to connect the dots here. Previous question was everything was plus sign and again everything was minus sign. So I took that question, I got it as P minus Q, I found it. Similar kind of question I am solving, where I am trying to connect the dots of both those varieties of question. Why I am connecting the dots? First of all, for you to understand it better. It is not for me. Now please see this next question. If m is equal to square root of 5 plus square root of 5 plus square root of 5 etc. and n is equal to square root of minus 5 minus root 5 minus root 5 etc. then which of the following is true? Listen carefully, sir. Which of the following is true? Now see here. First option is, first of all, one thing which all my students need to realize is square root function will always give a positive value. That means m is positive. Square root function again will always give a positive value. N is also positive. Now think logically. If I take first option, m plus n minus 1 is equal to 0, m plus n is equal to 1, right? I will get it as m plus n is equal to 1. But think logically, sir. M plus n is equal to 1. Can I say that this is root 5 plus something? This is root 5 plus something. That means m is greater than root 5. Root 5 is 2.2. M is greater than 2.2. So m itself is greater than 2.2 and n is also a positive number. 2.2 plus positive, will it be equal to 1? Definitely it is not possible. Ruled out case. Definitely it will not be possible. That is a ruled out case. Suppose if I pick my third option, m minus n is equal, plus 1 is equal to 0, or I can write it as m plus 1 is equal to n, right? M plus 1 is equal to n. Again, think logically, sir. Think logically. Can I say that my third option, I can say that m is nothing but 2.2, greater than root 5, greater than 2.2, greater than 2.2 plus 1, it will be greater than 3.2, but n is a value which is having negative signs inside the square root, so it will be less than m. Definitely m is greater than m, m is greater than n. Why? Because m is nothing but greater than root 5 and n is nothing but less than root 5, because it will be root 5 minus something, it will be less than root 5. Definitely m is greater than n. So m plus 1 cannot be equal to n. That option is also ruled out. Similarly, if I pick my fourth option, m plus n plus 1 is equal to 0, or I can write m plus n is equal to minus 1. M is nothing but a positive value, plus n is nothing but a positive value. When I add two positive values, will I get a negative value, sir? Definitely no. Out of 4 options, 3 are incorrect. A beautiful way of solving problem which will illustrate the fact that the second option should be the correct answer. This is exactly how I want A and C student to solve the questions so beautifully, conceptually in your examination hall. And that is the only reason you will listen to A and C YouTube classes. I believe the idea is very, very clear, sir. Answer is m minus 1 minus 1, m minus n minus 1 is equal to 0. Now listen carefully, sir. Listen carefully. I taught you in my previous class how to find the square root of a non-perfect square. One more time I am repeating it. Root 7, if I want, for example, it lies between root 4 and root 9. Root 7 is greater than root 4, which is 2. So root 7 will be 2 plus something. 7 minus 4 is 3. Write down 3. 9 minus 4 is 5. Write down 5. Approximate answer is 2.6. Root 7 is approximately 2.6. Suppose, for example, root 13 I require. Root 13 lies between root 9 and root 16. Root 9 is 3 plus something, right? Root 9 is 3. Root 13 will be 3 plus something. 13 minus 9 is 4. 16 minus 9 is 7. 4 by 7, we know it from our fraction to percentage as 57%, 0.57. Approximate answer is 3.57. I taught you the same numbers, root 13 and root 7, also in my previous class to illustrate the fact that this is how you can find the approximate value of a non-perfect square, right? Approximate value of a non-perfect square. Now listen carefully, sir. Listen carefully, sir. You all people are much waiting for a question where it is alternate signs. Listen carefully. A beautiful question on alternate sign. Root 4 plus, root 4 minus, root 4 plus, root 4 minus. Like that it keeps continuing till infinite terms, right? It keeps continuing till infinite terms. Your answer options are 3. Second option is root 13. Third option is root 13 minus 1 by 2. And the fourth option is root 13 plus 1 by 2. Everyone listen carefully, sir. I am teaching you the problem where we have alternate signs which many people have asked. This is the this is the methodology we will implement in any question which has alternate sign from now onwards. You see any question, this is the methodology you need to implement. Probably I might take only one question of this sort because I have multiple questions, varieties of questions to be solved in future. Now listen carefully, sir. Can I say that, suppose if I take this root, first root I will take, root 4 I will take, plus, everyone first listen carefully, root 4 I will take plus, this root 4 I took, plus, again I have root 4, right? Again I have root 4, right? Again I have root 4, and next term is minus. Now everyone listen carefully. Can I say that this is nothing but square root of 4 plus root 4 is nothing but 2. It is 2 and then subtracted with something. 2 minus something will be less than 2. I believe that it is clear. 2 minus something will be less than 2. 4 plus less than 2 means it will be less than 6. So this value will be less than root 6, right? It will be less than root 6. That is something which you need to understand first, right? That is something which you need to understand. This entire value, this question will be less than root 6. Similarly, can I say that it is root 4? Root 4 is how much? 2. 2 plus something. 2 plus something. 2 plus something will be greater than 2. That means root 4 plus something means it is greater than 2. That means the entire question, whatever I have written here, it will lie between 2 and root 6. The answer will be greater than 2 and the answer will definitely be greater than less than root 6. That is something which you definitely need to understand. Answer will be greater than 2, answer will be less than root 6. And root 6, what is the value? You can find it very easily again, sir. Root 6 value is, it lies between root 4 and root 9. So it is 2 plus 6 and 4 difference is 2. 9 and 4 difference is 5. It is approximately 2.4. Can I say that answer is greater than 2 and it is less than 2.4? This is the range of your answer. Check from your answer options. Answer should be greater than 2 and it should be less than 2.4. But first option is 3, ruled out. Second option, root 13. We found out the value of root 13 from my previous example of finding the square root of a non-perfect square as 3.57. This is greater than 2.4, ruled out. Third option, 3.57 minus 1 is 2.57 divided by 2, which is nothing but 1.25. But answer should be greater than 2. This value is 1.25, ruled out. Out of 4 options, 3 are ruled out, sir. You are left with only one option that should be correct. If you want, check it out. Root 13 is 3.57 plus 1 is 4.57 divided by 2. Answer is approximately 2.25. 2.25 is greater than 2. 2.25 is less than 2.4. That should be the correct answer. Please remember, before you post this doubt in your live chat, I myself is telling you this explanation because this is a very tricky and tedious question to solve. They will not give answer options. 2 answer options will not be there where it is greater than 2 and less than 2.4. Please always remember this statement, sir. I, as a examination paper setter, suppose I am a person who is preparing the questions and who is actually preparing the questions and giving the examination paper for you. For example, I will make sure that I will create a difficult questions, but I will make sure that I will give or I will hold your hand in some other thing which is nothing but my answer option. I believe the idea is clear. That means I will not give question also difficult, option also difficult. Then I am not a human being. I am not a human being. I will make you think, but I will make you ink. That inking is nothing but giving only one answer option in this case. I will never give 2 options which is greater than 2 and less than 2.4. No, I should not give it, and it will not be given if it is a tricky question. Please remember that point. It is a thumb rule in your examination. This will definitely be the thumb rule in your examination. Biswajit, I will explain again for you, sir. This is root of 4. Root 4 is 2, Biswajit. Root 4 is 2. 2 plus something. That means answer should be greater than 2. Right? Answer should be greater than 2. Similarly, root 4 plus root 4 minus. If I take this inner root 4, Biswajit, root 4 is 2. 2 minus something is less than 2. So 4 plus 2. 4 plus this entire 2 is 6. Answer is less than root 6. Right? Answer is less than root 6. Root 6 is 2.4. Answer lies between 2 and 2.4, Biswajit. Check out from the answer options. I believe that my students are happy because their expectation is to take this question which they kept on asking from the last 5-10 minutes. Any question of this sort, you should use this method, sir. Any question of this sort, you should use this method. I believe the idea is clear. Any question of this sort, you should use this method. Now listen carefully, sir. People also use some other method, which is your textbook method. Anyway, I will teach you the textbook method also. You decide which is the best method for you. I am not married to one method. My students also should not get married to one method. Let us have multiple methods. Whichever method is easier, whichever method will actually take care of us in the examination, follow that method. Method 2 is nothing but textbook method, which we will usually not implement, but anyway I will tell it to you people. Now see here, sir, we already solved questions where only plus is there inside the square root. Root x plus root x plus root x till infinite. This value can be also given as root of 4x plus 1 plus 1 divided by 2. This is the formula which is given in textbook, but I told you in three beautiful methods how to solve it so easily, right? Rather than using formula. You want to use it, sir. I am just writing it. Similarly, we solved everything minus root x minus root x minus root x till infinite terms. This will be given as root of 4x plus 1. This middle plus will become minus 1 by 2, right? It will be minus 1 by 2. You can also use this method if you want to, but we also solved in a different method already, right? Next, now see this question. You kept on asking what if it is alternate signs. So if it is root x plus root x minus root x plus root x minus, like that it continues. This is given by root of 4x plus 1 minus 3, sorry, root of 4x minus 3, root of 4x minus 3 plus 1 divided by 2, root of 4x minus 3 plus 1 divided by 2. And the last one is, sir, if it is, here it is starting with x and starting with plus and going alternative. If it starts with minus and go to alternative signs, root of x minus root x plus root x minus, like that it continues till infinite. Then it is root of 4x minus 3 minus 1 by 2. These are the four different varieties. Now see here, sir, which question are we with? We are in this third variety of question, where it is starting with plus and minus and then continues. And what is x value? X value is 4 in this question. Substitute 4. 4 into 4 is 16. 16 minus 3 is 13. Root of 13 plus 1 divided by 2. This is what I also got in my beautiful method of solving as option D. Use any method of your sort. Use any method whatever you like. My role is to teach you multiple methods. Rami Reddy, I already explained your answer for you. My explanation for your answer is, people will give you tricky questions but not something which cannot be solved at all. Rami Reddy, I already explained your answer in a different way. You are asking me a question, root of 4 plus root of 9 plus root of 16 plus root of 25. This variety will not be given, sir. You think that this will be given, solve it, because we already discussed this variety also. Root 25 is 5. 5 plus 16 is root 21. So it is root 21 plus. Next it is root 9. Now you know how to solve this square root function. We already discussed it, right? So many questions expressed it as a square plus 2ab plus b square and then expressed with 4. Rami Reddy, I believe I think your question is valid, but that questions will not come, sir. People also are human beings only, people who will create examination questions. See, if we think, first you will ask this question, what if it is xy and other things. Next, if I take this question, suppose if I solve it, next you will ask, sir, what if it is other than 4 and 9, suppose if it is non-perfect square, root 3 plus, root 7 plus, root 10 plus. Next you will ask, next question is, sir, what if it is not smaller numbers, what if it is bigger numbers? Mathematics is infinite, yaar. Like that you can keep creating thousands, 1 lakh questions also. But let us concentrate in examination perspective. I believe that it is clear, right, sir?